Tunisians are proud of their extra virgin olive oil. Production of the golden liquid is a long process that begins in olive groves and ends in the mills. Adnen Chaouachi has a look at it.
Thousands of acres of green olive groves are the treasure of farmers in the north of Tunisia. From fall to the midwinter season, men and women work for 10 hours a day to collect the precious olives. Like thousands of farmers, the Neji family braves the cold weather conditions and works silently to sustain themselves and the whole nation. These people are mere strangers to the consumers, but familiar to the land and the olive trees. Recent statistics have shown a stark contradiction between the growing number of the unemployed that has reached 800,000 people and the alarming lack of workforce in agriculture. Fraj Ben Arfa supervises the work of dozens of employees. The old man was raised in the olive groves, where he learned the skills that the new generations refuse to acquire.
2 years ago, more than 100 people worked in this field. Less than 50, mostly old women, have accepted to participate in this season. The young have the energy, but not the will.
The agricultural production in Tunisia relies on the effort of women. They are respected for their devotion to hard work and discipline. Lost in the huge agricultural lands, Neji Lassoud picks up the olives for people she will never meet. She claims her readiness to sacrificing time and energy for the protection of the sacred olive tree.
I acknowledge that our job is tiring and challenging, as we no longer have the energy of the youth, but we remain patient because the successful olive season is a gift from the Almighty.
We've driven through the beautiful landscape of the north to reach one of the oldest oil mills in the country, in the remote town of Sabelet Ben Ammar. From November to the end of January, oil presses will be working for 24 hours a day to provide the best extra virgin oil in the Mediterranean. Local producers insist that it's the best in the world. For 50 years, Abdelaziz Fershishi has been working here. He remembers the good and the bad seasons, but insists on the unique aspect of the Tunisian olive oil.
I spent my life between the groves and the oil mills. Our climate is stable and the land is rich. Therefore, our golden olive oil is the best in the world.
Ajmi Marga is an activist and expert in olive oil who is fighting for the rights of his countrymen. He claims that the local extra virgin oil is distributed by foreign companies on the international market as a European product. Ajmi calls on the authorities to protect the Tunisian producers.
For decades, we have been calling on the government to pack the extra virgin olive oil before the export abroad. Some foreign oil mills sell our product and pretend that it's European.
Mourad Ben Ammar is the well-known and respected olive oil producer and landowner. His grandfather, Tahar, was the last prime minister under French colonization. He signed the Tunisian Independence Treaty from France in 1956. Since then, the Ben Ammar family left the political scene and devoted its energy to agriculture.
من الجدود الاولانيين ما نجموش نكونوا ما نتبعوش بالرغم
I have recently modernized the machines. This oil mill is 100 years old. It's a treasure that I have inherited from my ancestors. Each corner has a story. In a few years, my son will be taken over.
من قبل عندنا المعصرة هذه موجودة عندها أكثر من 100 سنة عملوها جدود.
Mourad says that the increase in the prices of gas and fertilizers has added extra charges that farmers who've sold their lands and mills could not bear anymore. All the same, he remains optimistic and keen on safeguarding the tradition of the forefathers.
ثم عوامل طبيعية تتحكم فيك تنجم أنت تعطي ما عندك.
Things have changed over the past 5 years. The workforce has become rare and expensive. There are too many expenses and challenges. Some producers have abandoned their lands and oil mills, but we are still here. We are proud and we will never give up. Never.
ومش يسلم كومبليتمون ما يسلمش.
1,190 tons is the estimated quantity of olives for this season. It represents about 240,000 tons of liquid oil. In comparison with last year, the 27% increase in production will provide local and international markets with an exceptional and healthy olive oil, which comes from sacred trees that people live to serve and die to see in good hands. Nowadays, landowners, ordinary farmers and consumers celebrate the beginning and the end of the olive season because our ancestors transmitted their love and passion for the sacred olive tree to millions of Tunisians. Adnen Chaouachi for Reporters File, Benzert.